So we recently took the 392 to Hollyoaks ORV Park in East Michigan for a shakedown run. And in this video, we'll go through our first impressions of the 392 off-road. So Hollyoaks is an ORV park in East Michigan. It does count as a badge of honor trail, and I believe that Ford actually used this park for the launch of the new Bronco, and I would imagine that both Ford and Jeep and other manufacturers use this park as a testing ground based on its location. I'm really happy to have this park within a short drive of my home. It's a great place to spend an afternoon, great place to test out new equipment. They also offer off-road driving classes here. I took one of those last year. It was a great experience. The Jeep is stock with the exception of aftermarket wheels and tires. I'm running 35s on the 392. I have Falcon AT3W all-terrains wrapped around AEV Bora wheels. I really prefer all-terrains here in Michigan in the wintertime. The mud terrains that I had on my 2019 Rubicon were horrendous in the snow and ice. So I put 35-inch all-terrains on these wheels. I've got the stock 392 wheels at home in the garage, and in the summer I'll wrap those in 35-inch mud terrains. This 392 did not come with the Extreme Recon package from the factory. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure they were doing the Extreme Recon package when this 392 was built. So it has the 373 gears, and that was one of the main things that I wanted to test here at Hollyoaks. I was a bit concerned that the 373s wouldn't be low enough with 35-inch tires, but I was wrong. The crawl ratio was perfect, and the Jeep powered up all of the steep hill climbs effortlessly. The cool thing about the 392 is that even in 4 low on downshifts, the exhaust crackles and pops. There were a couple guys in the park in Ford Broncos, and they couldn't help but notice the exhaust note of the 392.
Coming from the two-door that had 410 gears, this has 373, but no issues with the crawl ratio. And the exhaust pops and crackles are just a bonus, even in 4 low.
And one of these guys was wearing a Ford performance jacket. I was trying to get him to give me some inside information on the upcoming Bronco Raptor that I've heard so much about. But no dice. These Ford guys are tight-lipped for sure. Hollyoaks offers a lot of obstacles. There's quite a few hill climbs, like you can see this Bronco descending now. There are rock gardens, and there's a large rock formation that was modeled after some of the formations in Moab. Overall, I was really impressed with the way the 392 handled the trails and the obstacles here at Hollyoaks. It was great to be able to compare and contrast the 392 with the two-door 2019 Rubicon that I had with the 3.6 V6 and the 8-speed. One of the biggest differences was the stability on hill ascents and descents. Obviously, the longer wheelbase of the 4-door and the 392 helps. I think, as I've mentioned before, the extra weight of the 6.4 Hemi actually provides a bit of stability, and the endless amount of torque that 6.4 delivers on the hill climbs is a game changer. Jeep knocked it out of the park when it comes to power delivery. The 392 delivers power smoothly and in a controlled manner. The paddle shifters are so cool. When I'm in dicey situations off-road in 4 low, I typically manually shift the automatic transmission. Well, to do that with the standard Rubicon or any other Jeep, you have to shift the gears manually with the gear selector. Having the paddle shifters on the steering wheel and being able to manually shift the transmission without taking your hands off the steering wheel was awesome. Something I had not even thought about, but definitely enjoyed having. So we took the Jeep to Mount Magna and played around a bit on Potato Salad Hill. It was really cool to be able to compare and contrast the performance of the 392 on this obstacle with the performance of the two-door 2019 that I had. The two-door always felt a bit sketchy on this obstacle, and the 33-inch Falcon mud terrains struggled to get grip in the wet. The 392 had absolutely no problem here, and the additional wheelbase along with the power and torque of that 6.4 made this obstacle a breeze. During our shakedown run at Hollyoaks, we also tested the sway bar disconnect. We tested the front and rear lockers. Not because we needed the capability of those features with the obstacles and the trails that we were running here, but I just wanted to confirm that everything worked as it should, and everything worked flawlessly. The first order of business before taking this 392 on any serious obstacles or trails will be addressing the issue of armor, and I mentioned that in my video, 5 things not to love about the 392. I'll be in the market for skid plates to protect the oil pan, the exhaust, and I would also like to add frame-mounted rock rails that can serve not only as armor, but as a functional step and help protect the paint from the dirt and mud that the 35-inch tires throw. I'd love to hear your recommendations on rock sliders for the JLU, especially real-world experience. I can't seem to make up my mind on which sliders to go with. I've been looking at the LOD Destroyers, the Rusty's Offroad, as well as the Rock Hard 4x4, but can't seem to make up my mind. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. We've got some big trips planned here in 2022. We're going to head to Drummond Island in a few months. Definitely need to get some armor on the Jeep before we hit the island. Thanks for watching. Take care.